and then I had to pay his closing costs. So originally I was supposed to make like 36 or some shit, but after that I ended up making 28, and I got the HUD statement to back my shit up. Man. Everything I did a
I bet
25K one.
when you
I
can,
did a 25.
my bad, bro. I was getting this
You said what,
Novation
kid?
locked up. I was getting this Novation locked up.
Of course, brother.
Took a
I
little
ain't know
bit
my
longer
bad.
than
How'd it go?
expected. It went all right. A lady wanted to talk to her attorney yesterday. Sent her attorney a contract. Attorney called me. Uh, Basically, because they didn't understand what was going on. I mean, the attorney understood, but it just never seen a contract like it. So I
The
basically
contract
just
was
walked
funny.
it through.
It's a personal contract by the attorney or the seller
No, it was an ovation contract from me.
from you, and they said your shit was funny.
Huh?
What was funny? They said your shit was funny, or vice versa.
Nah, they just didn't understand it. Like what an
Oh
attorney
yeah,
understood.
Novation. Nobody know like that. Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, but
What's that shit,
I
baby?
just had to explain to him what was going on. He thought it was some illegal shit. I had to walk him through what was going on for real.
Happy New Year, though, bro.
You said what?
Happy New Year, man.
Oh yeah, happy New Year's to you as well, bro.
Mm. Might as well go ahead and get started. Fuck it. We're in Learning Leverage podcast. I got a good friend, a special guest, my main man, Sco McCall. You just mentioned Novations. Could you please explain for those who don't know what Novation is so we can make this educational and inspirational?
Well, there's two. Innovation is basically there's two type of innovations. But I say innovation is basically you're taking a contract and substituting it with a third party contract. That's what I say innovation is.
Playing angel's advocate, why would a seller or buyer want to do that?
Why would a seller or a buyer
Yeah, for those that's
want to
confused
do that?
about that exit strategy.
Well, it depends on. It's two different. It's once again, it depends on what type of innovation you pitching. Like if you pitching an OG innovation where you're actually coming in, you renovating the property, and then you're listening with the seller being your partner. Then I guess the reason why a seller will want to do that is because they don't have to pay for innovation. I mean, they don't have to pay for renovations. Uh, if you're doing like the new wave innovations and you're just taking the property as is, the reason why a seller will want to do that is because sometimes they just don't want to deal with these agents. I mean, a lot of sellers had a bad experience dealing with real estate agents, so they
Most
kind of don't
sellers
even want to
actually,
list it
realtors
on the
get a very
market
bad rep.
anymore. They want to list. Yeah, they want to
Yeah,
list it. They want to list it for sale by owner, or they just don't even want to list it at all. So, you're basically just acting on their behalf, offering them a hands-free experience where they just sit back and get their money.
I bet. I wanted to basically set the narrative for what today is basically gonna be. I want it's kind of like that live we did before. Me and your success inspires other black men to do the same thing. Because niggas be walking in the rooms and thinking less of
Mm-hmm.
themselves because they don't know about terms or just words or jargon like Novation. They don't know about like different exit strategies. They don't know like comps or whatever. So people want to be wholesalers and stuff like that. You are a special friend to me because I know where you started. I know the genesis. And I knew when we had that first phone call, you was like,
Right, right.
you know what I'm saying? So I want you to explain from
Yeah.
your vantage point for the viewers that happen to be watching that don't know shit about shit, how you got your first deal step by step. And I'm gonna do mine after you. And then what you're doing now in contrast to what you were doing then.
My first deal was shit. How did I get my first deal? It was either Facebook Marketplace or for sale by owner. I forget which one of them, but it wasn't like pulling a list or anything like that. It was either Facebook Marketplace or for sale by owner. Contacted the owner. I actually went to walk this one in particular in person, and man, joined a bunch of Discord groups, a bunch of Facebook groups trying to find a buyer. Two buyers backed out before I actually closed on it. it was a process. I mean, I found that I'm pretty sure it was. I'm thinking this. It was. I'm thinking it was marketplace because I don't
Say it
think it
was
was for sale by.
marketplace
It was
for
one of the two, man. It was either marketplace or for sale by owner. Found the property, got it under contract for like 76 or something like that. Uh,
what
man,
city and state? What
I
city?
joined this
I'm sorry. What
Discord.
city and state?
Lorraine, Ohio. Yeah, so I actually walked it. It was in my hometown. Walked the property. I had my bro. It's crazy. I had my baby mom, and my daughter with me. I was sitting here thinking about it. My
Did
baby
they walk
mom,
the
my
house with
daughter
you?
with me. Huh?
Did they walk the house with
No,
you, or they
they
stayed in the
didn't
car?
walk the house with me. They were outside. Like my baby mom was. We took our daughter because at the time, my baby mom, she was still breastfeeding and shit. So you can't leave the kid nowhere unless you got bags of milk laying around. So yeah, my daughter was in the back of the van crying and shit. And I walked the property. Boom, I had a buyer lined up. The buyer sees, so the walkthrough was cool. Everything was cool until we get outside, bro. It was this big ass 7.62 bullet on the outside of the house. The buyer picked it up. He like, man, they're not playing around here. Like before he seen that 7.62, bro, everything was cool too. Like,
Wait. I got a question because that kind of contradicts the narrative of Jewish people buying houses in bad neighborhoods. If he sees one bullet and doesn't want profit,
yeah, nah, bro. He said, man, they're not playing around here. Then he seen a couple other bullet holes in the house. And then, bro, they passed on that one. I found another buyer, bro. Uh, they passed on it strictly just because it needed a little bit too much rehab for them, and they didn't have enough connections in Lorraine in order to get the right price to make the numbers work out. And then, my bad, somebody was calling me.
all good.
You can still hear me?
Yeah, I got you. You can hear me?
And then I found the buyer from Skip Tracing. I did recently sold properties on Zillow in the last month, and I skip traced the guy who had just bought a distressed property like four houses down, and he ended up buying it. I made like 7,500 for my first deal.
All right, 7,500. I'm sure you got a screenshot of that, right?
Yeah.
When you
I
can
got a
send me that.
screenshot.
So during this
I
joint,
got HUD,
I'm gonna
bro. I
post it
got
right here.
all my HUD still to this day.
Me too. Me too.
They
All of
all in
them I
one
keep
file.
like
Yeah,
on my favorite folder on my phone.
yeah, hell yeah. I keep all of them just so I mean,
Send me like two or three.
for,
Definitely send me the 7,500 one. All right, because the first one is the most
all
important
right,
one because it lets you know internally that it can be done. Like before
right.
that first deal come, it's sort of just like a pie in the sky type shit until you close that first deal. My first deal was 6,000 and it was out of state. I was as you know, I live in Jersey, but I be doing virtual wholesaling. At the time, I ain't have no lady, so I could just fly around whenever. So I literally flew and walked the property,
Mm.
and I think it was Columbus, Georgia. It was this old elderly lady. She gave it to me. I think it was for like I think 150. I sold it for I want to say one. Oh no, the profit was 6,000, and I got the HUD. That was my first joint, and that was literally out of state. Like I'm one of them people like just cool. We just keep shooting. So that before that it was like 5 failures, maybe 7 failures. But since then I kept the ball rolling with that, and I just went to flipping. My first flip went horrible, and now I'm jumping back into it now as more of a veteran. So speaking of veteran, would you fancy yourself a veteran now, or you think you are modest because you're no longer a rookie now? What would you call yourself?
Man, I'm a veteran, bro.
I
And
think so too. That's
wholesaler,
why I asked.
hell
So
yeah.
are you still going to wholesale? What's your exit strategy? You flipping houses now? What we doing?
I'm doing a little bit of it all, bro. This year I got a couple goals and like to buy like at least five rentals. But like I know so much when it comes to acquiring a property, like it wouldn't make sense for me to wholesale the good deals, you know? Like it just wouldn't make sense for me to wholesale them.
That should be
Because
emphasized more because especially us in our community, like let alone before we get the deal. Like once you figure out how much wholesaling is, niggas be thinking that's all there is to it. So you end up literally just being the
right,
bottom of the barrel just by wholesaling only, not knowing
right.
that flipping or like you said, novation or development or Airbnb is mad different exit strategies that people maybe I don't want to say not look into, or I think it's a you think it's a lack of
And,
education
and
or a
even
lack
when
of
it comes to
courage?
just raising funds in general, and even
Ooh,
when it
that's a
comes
whole
to just
different
like
thing.
raising funds in general in order to acquire the property, like people like, man, when I first got into real estate, I thought you had to have this money and shit in order to get the property. Then I figured out, oh, wholesaling, you could get a property free, not knowing whole time, like you can really buy some shit without any money out your pocket.
But my first I dove, and I'm happy for you that you said that because as you know, I'm like I call myself or fancy myself the king of debt, and the reason I do that is because of how horrible my entry was to it. Like I'm one of them niggas that fall hard, and I want to fall hard on purpose, so that way I know to not that I did it with intention, but like I don't mind failing is what I'm saying. So once I fail, I kind of know now. All right, so this is what happens when I fail. Don't do that again. Do this again. And then, like you said, as you go along, you start realizing different exit strategies to go. So my first private lender lent me $60,000, and it fucked me up because I didn't think I didn't have doubts in myself, but I didn't think I was gonna be able to raise the repair money, if that makes sense. So I was
Right.
mad
Yeah.
confident in the first half of it. The second half of it, I wasn't so confident, and that's what kind of cost me the deal. I ended up doing like Peter to Paul, but now I know moving forward. That's why I dove so much into it. Now I know SEC regulations. I know everything about anything in regards to private lending because I fell first. You know what I'm saying? I fell forward or fail forward, they call it.
Right. Right.
How you feel about? And I'm being a chatty patty, but this is for content. How you feel about Jim Morrison these days?
About who?
Jay Morrison.
Man, bro, how do I feel? Man, I don't feel nothing about him, bro. I don't know. I haven't studied it. I've heard a couple things, bro. I'm gonna just I'm gonna skip over that, bro. Cause how I feel versus how reality is may be two different things. So
What's
that's
wrong with that?
might be
Say the
some
most
off the
PC,
camera shit.
the most PC. I definitely got you on off the camera, but the most PC on camera response you can give, and I'll follow up.
I wasn't sending a nigga no money. That's just me.
I think he come from Jersey, like I come from Jersey, and what happened to him happened to me. The only difference is he did it with multiple people and big ass commercial buildings.
Fuck
So
it. Let's do this on camera. The reason why I don't really respect what he was doing because the more I learned and the more I started watching his videos, the more I realized like he wasn't even teaching the right shit. Like
you can't say that,
he
Skull. You can't. He's teaching the
I
right shit. He's not
can though.
teaching it
Like
in the
if you
right
go
way.
back, I swear, bro, if you go back and look at his videos, like where he was comparing wholesaling to to being a dope man, like half his numbers wouldn't make sense. Like shit wasn't making sense. Like if you like, when you first begin and you like, oh yeah, this shit makes sense. The con
Yup. It cut out a little bit. Let me know if you come in or you can hear me. I'll give it about a minute or two.
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you.
So you were saying his ARV was fucked up. He didn't know his couch.
Damn, this shit. Yeah, yeah, bro. That shit was like once I started rewatching his videos because I do that a lot. I'm a student of the game, man. I go back and I rewatch every video that I've learned from just to make sure I was learning the right shit. And some of that shit, bro, that shit wasn't right.
Man, listen, bro. I'm gonna tell you something about Jay, and I can't speak on that until I go back and watch some videos. I ain't watched a Jay video in a minute, and me even bringing him up was just random and shit. But it wasn't too random because we two kings talking in the game, and outside of my disappointment in Jay Morrison comes from his lack of action and exit strategies. Like there was mad different ways he could have avoided what happened. You follow what I'm saying? But
Yeah,
instead, he
yeah, it
chose.
was hella different ways. But
You feel what I'm
but
saying?
that's
Like
why I
it's
say,
like
bro,
five different doors you
I
could have
don't know
chose.
if he knew what he was doing for real.
I think he knew what he was doing. I think he had the right heart. I just think, and I'm just saying this as a nigga from Jersey. That first million, nigga started acting stupid, and I got close, but I didn't get there. But I think he one of them dudes. Cause I remember that first video I seen him like 2007. It was like he was in a Maybach or something like that. And at that time, when everybody wanted to be a rapper, and you see this nigga talking about, yeah, like you said, he compared real estate to the block. He's speaking our language. He's talking to us. So that's how you pull on the heartstrings and
Mhm.
shit. And then I think about all them corner classes and all that shit he used to do. Nigga used to fly state to teach niggas for free on the corner. So for me, regardless if the numbers was wrong, the intention was there, and he inspired hella niggas after him to do real estate. So for that, I feel like he did more good than bad. I'm just disappointed in for you to have that kind of power, be given that amount of money with so many exit strategies. You fumbled the bag with that one, man.
Bro, he can't. I mean, I feel I 100% agree with you, but like my take on it is once again, just like you said, for you to have that much money, and there's this many exit strategies, how can you fuck up the bag unless you don't know what you're
Dead
doing?
ass. Or you didn't care you didn't care of because niggas know the option when you fail. Maybe he didn't care. It's either that or just complete negligence because it's like we saying, it's too much exit strategies. I'm gonna throw two more names at you, and you complete the fifth on the other ones if you would like. But Caesar Penner.
Yeah, fuck him.
Oh shit. Fuck Caesar what?
Yeah, bro, he was scamming niggas for sure.
Go. You are a black nigga from Ohio. You robbed. I gotta assume mad different people. You did a lot of niggas dirty. Why is he any different from your mistakes? I'm assuming.
Because you 100%, bro. I used to get down like that, but once I decided to change my ways and enter real estate, I keep everything on the up and up. And I would say he's different because that nigga was tripping, bro. He was tripping, bro.
He was wild. He was wild.
And then it's like, yeah, he was tripping. Like the nigga spent they say he spent like 100 bands on the nigga spent 100 bands on DoorDash or some goofy shit, like fat nigga shit.
Yeah, yeah,
Like,
yeah.
bro, why is you spending that much money on DoorDash and food, bro? Like, you getting out of control now.
The irony in that he's an
Like,
Uber
and it
driver
wasn't
now.
even his money.
Yeah, it's private money. It's not your money
Yeah,
at all.
I didn't even know that, bro.
Yeah, court records show he has to
Yeah, bro,
do Uber now. So the irony in that he's doing Uber now, he should do DoorDash for food for other niggas' money.
man, I was watching the Tony the Closer dude, man. He was breaking that shit down on Jamel Danji podcast, like all the
That
records
was my
and
next
shit. I'm
question. Was
like,
Tony
oh
the closer?
yeah.
That was my next guy. What you think about Tony the closer?
I feel like, man, he cool, bro. I think like out of everybody who had their scandals, I feel like he probably was the only one that kind of made it through his shit, like, and had some receipts to prove he ain't wasn't doing the shit that they said he was doing.
But what everything they said he was doing wasn't like real estate scam related. It was like I don't want to dig in that nigga, but I don't remember it being like real estate related like that. It wasn't no like Jay Morrison or you know what I'm saying?
Right. And then like you feel me? That's why I fuck with him because it's like, bro, like I don't. When it comes to real estate, bro, how can I say this, bro? It's easy. It's bro. If you fucking up in real estate, you just don't know what you're doing, bro. And that's just like I can't like if you fucking up in real estate, there's something that you missed, bro. There's something that you missed, and that's on you. You can't blame that on nobody else. Like if you go and buy a flip and you lose 25K, you lose 50 bands, that's on you. You fucked up. Like you can't blame nobody else for that shit. So if these
That's
niggas giving
law.
you money, trusting you to
That's law. That's law.
what you say?
No, that's
Yeah,
that's
I'm
that's
yeah.
facts because
So
with real estate, I always tell my students when I used to do this joint, when I used to have the students and all that, I used to say like real estate is like an open book test. Like you're taking the test, but you got the answers in front of you. All you gotta do is go to the right
facts.
chapter. And if you don't got that, if you can't find it in the internet, which is impossible, you have somebody in your family that's a realtor. Like everybody you got your sister, somebody's a realtor. You can get comp from somebody, so you can literally see. Like you don't gotta do the ARV, the wholesale formula. You don't gotta do none of that. All you gotta do is get the
But
paper
but
of the
but this
contract.
the kicker, right? If you gotta dig that deep to find the ARV, like you gotta go to a realtor, you gotta do all this extra shit. Stay away from it. That's not you're not playing the safe.
I got you, but instead of for those that do that, instead of us just saying that, how about you verbalize a way they can find comps quicker? And I'll do mine too. Instead of calling a realtor
How
or
can you
looking,
find comps quick? I'm I would say there's multiple ways to find comps quick, bro. You just you fucking buy prop stream, prop wire. There's so much shit. There's X leads. There's fucking privy. Like you can use all that. Investor
you can
list.
use
Investor
Zillow.
list
It
even
just
got
takes more
comps.
manual work.
You can use Zillow. So like it's easy to find comparables. You always shoot for that 3 months time span. Like when you go into a hard money lender, they're not gonna want to see no year comps. They're not gonna want to see no comps. Oh, 8 months. Oh, bro. They're gonna want to see some recent comparables within the last three. Really, they're getting really like they're sticking at 3 months, 1 to 3 months for real. Like you could possibly go up to six, but like that's stretching it for real. You're gonna have to deduct a little bit, like probably allocate 10% for the market changes and shit, like minus 10% or some shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
But you go on Zillow. For those who don't have access to none of those platforms that I said, go on Zillow, Redfin, HomeSnap, whatever. Go to recently sold. Set your filters to the last 3 months. That's what I would do. You make sure that
The
the
distance
property
is
is built
within
within.
1.5 miles.
Nah, bro, I don't do 1.5 miles. I do like point 0.5. I don't
I do
call something.
1.5 and I do plus minus square footage 10%. The reason I do 1.5 is for the especially for the and I don't blame you for why you do it. Just to pull more comps when I'm convincing, like when I'm putting together the packet to these lenders, the more houses the merrier. It looks
Hmm.
good on paper. And it'd
Right.
be factual.
See what?
It just be 0.5 miles more apart. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So boom. I did that, bro. Like I used to go that far out. I actually used to go up to like a mile out
Mm-hmm.
until I tried to get this loan on this property out in Columbus. It was in North Linden,
A
and
hard
boom,
money
it's
loan
like
or a
the
private
lender.
loan?
It was a private money loan, actually. It was a private
Okay.
money lender. He had great terms. Nigga ain't even had to bring nothing to closing but closing costs. But
Okay.
so I sent him the comps, but then he showed me like the area changed, bro, literally like the block over.
Mm-hmm.
So some cities you get do it like that, but some cities, bro, that shit like shit start fluctuating. Really, you need to look in order to figure that out. You just look at the lot lines because the lot lines always tell you what
You know
like
what?
whether
You
the
caught that
area
because
is.
what you just said, because state wise, I'm in Jersey. Like space wise, it looks exactly the same within that. But you in Ohio, it's more spaced out. So the next block over, it might be a whole different thing. It's like Baltimore. That was a
Mm-hmm.
very, very, very good point.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get you out
So
here
shit,
with three more questions. Well, you got three more questions? You got time for me?
yeah, hell yeah.
My boy. All right, so I want to timestamp this with we call it visual proof online. I have my own goals as far as like passive income doors. I want to have at least two multifamilies by I would say October. But I do want to say this while this is being recorded. I do want to partner with you on a Novation or a fix and flip deal. So my following question would be is how can we add value to each other on camera verbatim? Are we saying this? And then months later, whenever we close that deal, we can show the profit and this conversation, keeping in mind our first conversation went very, very bad and the deal went bad. So I want to, like I told you before, I want to end uh, on a good note from starting from a bad one to prove
Man,
that niggas don't got to beef.
the last part you skipped, bro. I can't.
Uh, Black men always choose violence. I want this, which we almost did on the phone all those years ago. But years later, we still haven't cleared the check together. We just help each other get money. So how can we go about making money together now so we can show this conversation and the check 2, 3 months from now?
How could we go about making money together? Shit. I would say just send me a list of the markets that you you active in, bro, and I'll send you a list of the markets that I'm active in, and shit. Within 1 to 2 months, shit, ain't no reason why we shouldn't make no money together.
I'm gonna go on camera and say a month and a half. All I would say is, you want to do a wholesale deal or Novation flip type John, or passive income door John. So this way, and I know the house is gonna determine that, but I want to like speak it out and put it out into the world.
Honestly, bro, as long as we can make some money together, bro, I don't really care. Like, I'm not
I don't
picky.
give a fuck either
I
for
don't
sure.
care which way the money come, nigga. I just want the money.
Mm.
Shit, no wholesale rentals. I'm down for it, bro. But
All
the
right, this,
rental,
this,
I a little bit different. Like, I be trying to burn out and shit.
you said why? Well,
I said, but on the rental side, like, I be trying to evaluate them a little bit different because, like, I damn near be wanting to burn out immediately.
no, I that's my goal is to do that immediately. That deal I sent you in Ohio like 2 months ago, that was the exit strategy for me.
Okay.
That's what that was. But I think I forgot why it fell through. I think the seller was just too he had like a hole in his pocket, so he just wanted the money fast. And like when you're dealing with that kind of desperation, those conversations don't be going good. So I kind of think I fell back from that. But I would say before I ask the question, circle back on Tony the closer. I think Tony the closer. There was a dude from Baltimore. I think Mark Witten. I think those two individuals in particular shine the brightest within our community as far as like just real stand up niggas and do the right thing. I think everybody else, including myself, had a bad past, and some of us chose to do some like Caesar shit. Others chose to do what I did. Like I went to court for my shit. I paid for my fees, and I'm still doing the same thing, but now I'm doing it the proper way. You see what I'm saying? So I feel like Tony the
Mhm.
closer and there's one more nigga I forgot, but Tony the closer, Mark Witten, and maybe Max Maxwell. I think good dudes that inspired a lot of us in the community to do the same thing.
100% Max, man. I fuck with Max Maxwell, man. He did this thing, moved to Dubai on niggas, I think.
He moved where?
I think he in Dubai and some shit like that.
That
Ain't
nigga
he?
moved to Dubai.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
Cause Max is was Tony the Closer's mentor.
yeah, but they did that black man shit. That's the exact shit I'm talking about. That's kind of and um that's not a knock to them because all of us do that shit as niggas. My point is, I remember I texted it to you like 2 years ago, a year ago. I just want to change the narrative for the little niggas that's growing up now without no pops or without no guidance or a big homie that's in his second childhood. You got people like myself who's from Newark, New Jersey. You got people like Sco who's from Ohio, closing deals in real estate. So if we can do it, you can more than do the same, if not better. And I think that's the reason I'm asking these questions as far as like Novation or flip. I think like we're saying, let the house determine what the exit strategy is. I'm gonna send you all Ohio because the deals I be getting is Ohio is from my bird dog over there. It's my man Jerry. He was sending them to me like every for sale by owner. I have him send it to me. And that's how I discuss it. Do you have a site for sale by
Man,
owner?
I ain't fucking with Cleveland right now. I ain't fucking with Cleveland right now. So like I'll do anything except for Cleveland. Cleveland getting a little bit weird.
Cleveland,
Like when it comes
this is
to
for
numbers,
you.
like you can't
What's wrong with Cleveland?
Cleveland's a little bit chancy, bro.
They redlining.
It's just like the numbers be crazy.
Hmm. All right, bro. This the last
It's like
question for you
Toledo,
guys.
like
You said
Toledo
what?
right now too. I said Cleveland is kind of starting to be like Toledo. Toledo ass right now too.
Everything about Ohio, I'm in kindergarten and learning from my teacher. So what should be my target area? I don't know shit about Ohio.
Columbus, Ohio.
Mm-hmm.
Cincinnati, Ohio.
Mm-hmm. Adrian Broner.
Yeah, Dayton, Ohio.
Okay.
And I say Lorain County, Ohio.
I say less. I'm gonna pull this today. I definitely appreciate your time, guy. What you doing for the rest of the night?
Shit, man, I'm about to go get some food. I ain't ate shit all day, bro. I don't be eating until I get a couple contracts signed. That's just like a thing of mine.
Yeah, I wish my wife she just left. I do the same shit, bro. I eat all day, and I don't I don't eat until I make a sale or I sign a contract. I swear to God.
Swear to God, bro, I got to feel like I'm like, what the fuck am I eating for? I don't even deserve to eat.
But I
Like
won't
not
eat. I
like
won't
it just
fuck.
feel
I
like
won't do nothing, bro.
I hold myself to a standard. That's it, bro. Cause like if you don't, you ain't gonna do shit. I'm gonna eat and go to
Dead
sleep.
ass. Dead ass, bro. So that's my last question for you. As far as on camera, obviously we're gonna build more off camera after this, but on camera, just for again, as Nipsey said, the highest human act is to inspire. So my question for you revolves around your children. Are you doing this the passive income thing, leaving it for them, or are you? I don't have any kids, so this is like a question. I want to be a dad. Are you gonna be one of them parents that be like, no, I work and you should did it on your own because I did it, or you like generational wealth type vibe because we didn't have those conversations growing up. I'm Haitian; they didn't talk to me about that, but I know all of us in the Black community don't really talk about that. So you as a parent, are you gonna change the narrative, or is like more the same? If it's not broke, don't fix it.
Honestly, bro, the best way I can answer that is by saying I just don't know yet, man. It just depends on
Uh,
which how like you can raise your kid, how the best you want to, and their character just might not be what you want them to be. So like I'll decide that when they enter like college, well, not even because it's not gonna be a standard to go to college. It's just gonna like at least graduate, and then we'll start having that conversation. Just because like I don't know. One of my kids might need to go through some struggle shit because I know, like, this is just me being full transparent, bro. I think if
appreciate
I
that.
never went through the shit I ever went through, I probably would. Shit.
You said what, guy? I ain't hear
I
you. My
said, like,
fault.
I basically needed to go through the struggle to
No, no,
elevate.
no.
I
I
needed to
couldn't
get.
agree more, bro. I'm dead ass proud. That's why I mentioned my failures earlier. I'm dead ass proud of all my failures because I needed that. So, and then the reason I asked that question about your kid, I don't know how I feel about that either. Because a part of me is like, yeah, generational wealth. I don't want you working for the man. And another part of me is like, nah, nigga, go get a job, go get some money. Me and your mother did this. You should do the same thing. But if I feel when I think like that, like damn, like, I'm not breaking any generational curse. It's just like a hamster wheel now, and we're always gonna be behind. But that's why I asked that
I feel
question because
like
I know
it's
you
just
got
gonna
kids.
depend on the. I feel like it's gonna depend on them personally. Like, if you an ungrateful little nigga, all right, nigga, it's time for you to go do something yourself. But like
Yeah,
if you like really trying to like figure shit out, like if you yeah, it's just gonna depend on what they got going on personally and shit. I'm only I be forgetting how old I am, bro. Right now I'm 27. I'm gonna be 28 this year. I
mm-hmm.
got I got one 3-year old. She about to be 4 on the 23rd, and I got another one coming on the
Where?
21st. So yeah,
I didn't know
hell
that.
yeah.
You got another child
Just
coming?
just trying to
Boy or
figure
girl?
this shit out. It's a girl,
Boy or
man. Two
girl?
girls, bro.
If you're watching this like that, just because he's a king raising two princesses, I'm proud of you, bro. Congrats, guy.
Man, appreciate that. Appreciate that for sure.
That's love, man. Thank you, bro. I was doing this to inspire other people, but this competition ended up inspiring me. So I'm definitely gonna get a deal on the contract by 10. And I thank you for that, bro. Thank you for real.
Yeah, man, no problem, bro.
All right, though, guy. I'm hit you off cam, guy. Thank you for your time, guy. Sincerely appreciate it, bro.
Thank you as well, bro. Appreciate you having me on your platform.
You know the vibes. Any closing statements for the viewers?
Man, just if you're thinking about getting into real estate, don't worry about money. Don't worry about how you're gonna do it. Don't sit there on YouTube all day trying to figure this shit out.
Nah, fuck
Just
that. Fuck that. Stop being humble. Show your biggest. What's the biggest check you got? Say a number and then send me the picture so I can post it right here. That should inspire niggas.
my biggest check. My biggest check actually about to come this month, but like so far I got 28.
My shit is like 17 as far as from wholesaling. But it's I'm gonna try the wholesaling one. So send me the one you're mentioning there. That way I can post the screenshot while they watching that. And if that don't inspire them, nothing will. You feel what I'm saying?
Facts, facts, facts.
All right, got
All right, bro.
that's it, bro. I'm mad good at being funny, right? I'm not ready for it. Might get. If I had $2, I feel I'd be happy too. So that was genuine happiness. All kids are a blessing.
Why are you so hot and I'm so cold? Feel my toes.
You are anemic.
Feel my toes. I promise you, feel my toes. I can't get any warmth.
Why aren't you wearing socks? First of all,
I was trying to, and then I realized you were in front of the socks in your video. My hands are cold. My nose is not super cold. But I know it's hot in here, and I just, for some reason,
you should have picked brand new ones.
we're gonna go to the store for your mom.
What for you, what?
They shipped it on some car package. Because you pick up little creep. What the heck is this? These don't match and they're dirty. They don't stink. They don't stink. That's what matters. Sure doesn't look in the car. You can go on my video. Happy. Happy. Oh, I just wrote my favorite Bible verse.
I'm not gonna respond to that statement for tomorrow.
What's safe?
What you said.
I just wrote my favorite Bible verse.
No. The car. I was gonna say something smart.
Are you a little happy with the car?
Yeah, my money won't fuck up.
Absolutely. I believe it's only the 8th of the month. That's all I'm saying.
No, but you know why? Because I'm not the one that does that, so I don't be caring. So that's why I didn't say what I said. It would be selfish. Baptism. Guess I'm gonna give you the card, baby.
I just asked if you check the Bible.
$98.
Good. All right. So I'm going to hold on to the car for the rest of the month.
We'll see about that. Be me in something. Earn it.
Earn it.
It's so funny just giving it to you. You don't give me the money for it. So beat me and either rock myself.
I cook. You don't cook. That's the trade-off.
Yeah, but I wash dishes, so share
I
back.
wash dishes too. I wash.
Not more than that.
Well, that's the whole point. You don't cook more than me. It's not. Yeah, we need to. I'm still getting a card. No, I cook.
Best out of 3. One shot to 100.
Lance, I cook. No.
Sure.
Getting the card. The end.
We'll see about that. I talk to my boss.
Who's your boss?
Cheers.
That's it.